everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name's Karen Haglund, and I am your local West Allis real estate professional. And if you have any real estate needs, just get a hold of me on this on this webpage. And today I am actually not in West Allis, but I'm pretty close. We are this is West Milwaukee, isn't it? Okay. And this is Peppermint Patty. And her name is actually Patrice Walker.
Yes.
And she was nice enough to have me in her home today to show me, to show us what she does. And she has a very special skill in baking, and she does home baking kind of as an extra job, right? You have a full-time job during the day, right?
Yes.
And she comes home and cooks and bakes for her daughter at night. So we're gonna meet her today and find out how she kind of got into this and what wonderful things she makes. So where are you originally from?
From Milwaukee. I grew up on the east side with my family. So that's pretty much it. Moved to the south side when I was about 11, and I've been stuck ever since.
And Patrice did live in West Allis for a while, a few years back, so she's familiar with it.
Yes.
So, okay, so how did you get interested in baking?
Well, my parents are ministers. We did plenty bake sales as a kid, so I watched my mom bake, and I just gravitated towards it, and I was always in the kitchen. I made a lot of chocolate chip cookies in my lifetime.
Oh, wow.
So learning how to read ingredients, and then as I got older, something that I just love to do. I love to cook and to bake. It's kind of like me, I'm one in the kitchen when it comes down to it. So this is what I did and what I'm doing. Actually, I would just bake for people, and one day someone said, "You should sell these things. They're very good," and I'm here today because of that.
So how did you kind of get started in setting up a business to do it?
Well, I just put it on Facebook. I said, hey, matter of fact, it was Thanksgiving, last Thanksgiving. I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna sell cheesecakes, pumpkin pies, sweet potato pies. And people was like, okay, I'll buy one, and not knowing that it was gonna take off so fast. So,
Wonderful. Okay. Like, what did you have to do to set up, to do it at home? Was there any special?
Pans, of course, plenty pans, boxes, cups, everything. So I kind of started from scratch. I started with a hand mixer, and a really good friend of mine actually invested in me, and he bought me a KitchenAid mixer because I always wanted one, because I said this has to be quicker than this, because that hand mixer takes a very long time.
Yeah, right.
So I got a KitchenAid mixer, and I love it. I'll never part ways with it.
Yeah, I've never had one of those either. It would be nice.
They're very nice. They're durable, long lasting. So.
Yeah, and she was telling me too a little while ago that she wants to bake with a convection oven, which really speeds up the process a lot. So. That's kind of something that's in your future, hopefully. She's talking about wanting to buy another house and get into a house where she can have more space and more, kitchen appliances that will help her business a lot. So, so that's probably, I was going to ask you what your biggest challenge is in. Obviously, that's one of them, is the space and being in an apartment, right?
Yes.
Anything else that's really a kind of a
space,
difficult
space,
for you?
and the oven that I need. That's about it.
Okay. What do you think your customers would say is your very best product, or
honestly,
is there a favorite?
All of them. Right now, my biggest seller are the brownies. They're amazing. They're just amazing brownies.
Yeah, and I hear you have a secret ingredient, which I'm sure you do not
This
divulge,
flows,
but
of course.
they're so nice and thick.
Yes,
I definitely am gonna have to
Yes.
try one of those.
My biggest thing, I go on quality. If I
And
tell-
else, what else do you have here?
So I make banana pudding cups. I can do strawberry shortcake in them, whatever you would like. I can put in these cups. I do cupcakes. I make the buttercream myself. So I do a strawberry crunch cupcake. This one is just vanilla. This is cream cheese, buttercream on top. So I make that as well. Pretty much I can make anything you think about. The only thing I don't do is custom cakes. I do a lot of comfort things because this is a right now kind of thing, but people love it. These are great for parties, and especially outside now. People are going outside. We
Right.
can put things, I could put things in cups and make it durable for everybody.
Well, if somebody wanted something well, as you said, you don't make custom cakes.
No.
But, so, no kind of cakes or?
I do cakes. I will do just regular cakes with nice buttercream.
But you mean like that have
The
like
designs
words
of-
and stuff on them?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't got that far.
Oh, I see, okay.
But I have someone.
Something that's real time consuming, that takes a
Absolutely.
lot of decorations and
Yes.
stuff, okay. So if somebody wanted something in particular, what would they do to, to order it? Like how much time do you need?
To be honest, my turnaround time is very fast. If you order today, I'll have it for you tomorrow.
Okay.
It just depends if you want a large quantity of something for the weekend. Of course, give me enough notice. But say you want 24 cupcakes, you call me today, I'll have it for you tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's pretty.
What
much,
about like bigger, like do you do like parties, special
do.
parties?
Absolutely,
Or
yes.
weddings or anything like that?
I've done a few
Okay.
for people. So it just depends what you want. We'll talk about it. We'll go over it, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so do you wanna explain how to, get a hold of you and
Absolutely.
where you can find your?
You can find me at Peppermint Patty Sweets and Treats on Facebook. You can always call me 414-292-8506, and we'll go from there. But I love people to look at my website on Facebook because they're able to see everything. It could be something that we didn't talk about over the phone and you saw it online, and just call me because a lot of times I just put these things on there so people can see a wide variety of what I have.
I see, yeah, and that's a great way to do it, be able to see pictures and
Absolutely.
maybe get some ideas,
Yes.
if you don't know exactly what you want. Okay, and then what about, do you deliver it all, or do you just?
Absolutely, yes. I do
Okay.
deliver, yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. What are you thinking, as far as, the future? Are you thinking of doing anything like new or having, well, I know when you get into have a bigger kitchen, you'll be able to do more, but anything, coming real soon as far as something new you wanna try or anything like that?
Well, you know what, my sister, she always sends me things, so she's kind of like my person. People will send me things, and I'm like, you would like this, and then I'll find a recipe, I'll get the ingredients, and I'll do it. So it's pretty much
She kinda gives you a lot of ideas.
all the time, every day, all day.
Okay, so and where do you get your, other than your sister, where else do you get your recipes from?
Online, I like a lot of cooking shows. Cake Boss is my favorite. He's
Cake Boss?
Yes.
Oh, I never
Well,
heard of that one.
Carlos Bakery, but he's a cake boss. That's what they call him.
Okay.
He's based out of Minnesota.
Oh.
He's amazing, and I follow him because he just his techniques. I like the way how fast he is and how persistent in every detail. So he's somebody that I would love to meet and somebody that I follow on the record.
Oh, okay, well, I'll have to look him up too.
Yes.
I don't bake very often, but I do. I grew up being kind of the baker in the family because my
Okay.
mom didn't like to bake. It was too putsy for her, so
Okay.
she did the cooking and I did the baking, so.
Nice.
Okay, anything we haven't covered that you can think of that you wanna put out there?
We pretty much covered everything.
Okay, all right, well, thanks so much for letting me come and, interview you, and
Absolutely.
we'll hope people will give you a call and give your sweets a try.
Yes, they will not be disappointed.
Okay, thanks everyone for joining us today. Have a great day.